All right, we got to talk about some stuff going on Long Island and News 12 once again. I'm so already tired of hearing about this missing girl. All right, I'm already tired of hearing about it. It's been a couple of days already. Because you know damn well, I'm going to start off with this just plain and simple. You know damn well, if she wasn't a preppy blonde from Blue Point, they wouldn't be covering this. All right? All right? But because she's a certain demographic and she's missing, they're all over this. And this is all they talk about. And they haven't even spoken in the pandemic. It's so obvious what this station gears to and what they're forgetting about. And I've not watched News 12 at all today, but I'm assuming, judging by the website, this is what they're talking about. I don't even want to watch, and I couldn't because I went to Hicksville today, and the place I go to, the TVs are still broken from Ida. Something happened during the storms we had from Ida to their TV system there, and they still haven't fixed it yet because it's Hicksville. All right. Meanwhile, Belmore, the TV always works because it's Belmore. So even the people that own the place I go to eat at are discriminating against Hicksville, and we know why Hicksville gets discriminated against. It's because of its diversity. You got to be with these preppy people on the South Shore to matter. Otherwise, you're going to be ignored. And talk about ignored. Let's talk about some of the crime that has been going on lately. All right. Because there's been some crime going on. Actually, a number of crimes that have been forgotten, including drive-bys and guns found in cars. So much crime going on, and News 12 isn't covering any of this. Let's go to this one here. We'll start off with this one here. Woman dies from injuries in double fatal Suffolk County crash. Lisa Hins, age 42 of Riverhead, was a passenger in a Toyota Yaris that was struck by a Jeep Liberty in Sayville. Oh, this is the accident that happened in Sayville. Oh, okay, that's the accident that happened in Sayville. I think, or is this another one that happened in Sayville? News 12 didn't cover that one, unless it's the same one. But anyway, it's not. It's an accident, not a crime. We're focusing on the crime here. Man arrested after loaded handgun found during traffic stop. A 24-year-old man was arrested after police said he was found in possession of a loaded handgun during a Long Island traffic stop. Pretty disturbing stuff. Shaquiz Irwin of Far Rockaway was arrested around 1 a.m. Monday, September 13th in Inwood. All right, Inwood is on the South Shore near the Five Towns, but it is a poor area that has been redlined. And this is what they have to deal with there. NCPD said officers pulled a gray BMW sedan over after seeing the driver commit multiple traffic infractions in the area of Nassau Expressway and Bay Boulevard. An officer saw a loaded handgun on the floor in the car behind the passenger seat. On the floor of the car behind the passenger seat when approaching the vehicle. When Irwin was asked to step out of the car, and he was arrested. NCPD reported that officers also found a substance believed to be cocaine. He's charged the following: criminal possession of a firearm, second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, seventh-degree criminal possession of a controlled substance, and multiple vehicle traffic law infractions. And he was set to be arraigned and probably released on the 13th, probably right here in Mineola. So that's what we have. We have this. No News 12 covered none of these things. I mean, they just don't cover news anymore. They shouldn't even call themselves News 12 because they don't really cover news. Man found dead at a Long Island motel. Police are investigating after a man was found dead at a Long Island motel room. This happened in East Massapequa. They say Massapequa, but I know that area is East Massapequa. So the discovery was made around 1:30 p.m. Tuesday, September 14th in Massapequa. According to detectives, the 40-year-old was found inside a room at the Budget Inn at 400 Carmen's Mill Road. He was pronounced dead by a Nassau County Police medic at 1:45 p.m. His identity has not been released, and there are no further details. But News 12 didn't report on that either. No, they didn't report on that either. And if we look at it on maps, Carmen's Mill Road is over here. So I don't know where exactly it is on Carmen's. Oh, right here. This is not this is considered East Massapequa, and it is not actually. It's not actually part of. It does not go to Massapequa schools. It goes to Amityville schools. So this is an area, you guessed it, that it's on the South Shore, but it's because it's not part of Massapequa school district. It's being redlined. It's been redlined for a while, They're dumping a lot of problems here. And yeah, there's a lot of housing for people with disabilities that aren't allowed to live in Massapequa proper. So they're put over here. It's kind of like an out-of-the-way area in Massapequa. And even though they say Massapequa, it's really East Massapequa. And it actually goes to Amityville School District. And it's more like North Amityville than it is like Massapequa. And again, it's just like Freeport and Baldwin, same deal. It's not a lily-white area, so the problems are going to be dumped there. All right? And News 12 doesn't seem to give a damn about that. Because, again, they only care about people like that. So we got another one. 21-year-old injured in a drive-by shooting in residential Suffolk Street. Shots rang out on Prospect Street near the intersection of 45th Street and North Amityville at approximately 11 p.m. on Tuesday, with 2 bullets striking the man who was standing outside of an area home. Police said after the man was shot, the driver proceeded to drive off without stopping. The shooting victim was treated at the scene and transported to an area hospital with non-life-threatening. So shooting, you think this would be big news, you think News 12 would cover this, but no, because it doesn't affect white people, doesn't affect preppy white people, so they don't care. They don't care. Now we got another one here, another crash going on here. This happened in North Merrick, all right? Not Merrick, but North Merrick. So News 12 ain't going to cover that either. A man was seriously injured and a woman hospitalized over a 2-vehicle crash. There was an accident. Somebody was heading southbound on Merrick Avenue, and a 51-year-old man driving a 2005 Harley-Davidson motorcycle was involved in a collision with a 2016 Honda traveling northbound on Merrick Avenue before making a left turn to Jerusalem Avenue. As a result, the motorcyclist suffered multiple trauma injuries and was transported to a hospital in serious condition. The 51-year-old woman driving the Honda remained at the scene. I read the accidents because News 12 they covered that accident in Sayville like constantly. Meanwhile, they're not covering these other accidents because they didn't happen in an enclave. So detail nets 4 arrests in Suffolk County for selling alcohol, and then we got 3 teens assault 19-year-old near high school in Suffolk County. And this happened in Copeg, another area on the South Shore that is not considered because it's diverse. It's got the problems dumped there. 2 teens are facing charges, and a third is at large after ganging up to beat a high school student on Long Island. Suffolk County Police say that a 19-year-old student at Copeg High School is standing in the building at the corner of Dixon Avenue and Bethpage Road in Copeg, off school grounds. This was broad daylight, 2:30 p.m. Tuesday, September 14th, when he was surrounded by a group of other students. Police said that a 15-year-old held the teen while a 16-year-old punched him repeatedly. A third unidentified student was also involved in the assault, but no information had been released on him. The 19-year-old was transported to a local hospital for treatment of serious but non-life-threatening injuries. According to police, the investigation by Suffolk County Police Squad detectives led to the arrest of 2 teens in Copeg at approximately 2:10 Wednesday, September 15th. Both teens were charged with second-degree gang assault. The third suspect remains at large. Police said that a 15-year-old was scheduled to appear in family court this week, while the 16-year-old was to make an appearance in district court as an adolescent offender. And the investigation is still ongoing. Again, no coverage from News 12 on that either. All right? And then we have this. This happened in Wantaw. You think News 12 would have covered this. Did happen on the South Shore, but again, they didn't cover this either. Police from the Metropolitan Transportation Authority investigating a report of a person fatally struck on the tracks on the Long Island Railroad. This incident took place on Wednesday, September 15th, near the Wantaw Long Island Railroad Station, 5 p.m. All right? This was yesterday. All right? Wait a minute. Wasn't there an incident the day before? I think the date is wrong. This happened the day before. It happened on Tuesday. It wasn't yesterday. I think it was Tuesday. And train traffic was stopped. I think the date is wrong. And that's an old picture of Wantaw as well before it was renovated. But News 12 didn't cover that either, and that resulted in major delays on the Babylon branch. Then we have NYC duo. This happened on Long Island, or let's see. Let's see. This happened. Darien. No, that's Connecticut. Why is that in here? That's Connecticut. Okay, let's go to this one here. Detail nets 4 arrests in Suffolk County for selling alcohol to minors. Okay, so these places were basically busted, mostly all in Riverhead, town of Riverhead. So, and those are the places that were checked to be found in compliance. So yeah, that's and again, we can go to. Let's go to the Daily Voice, and in fact, if you go to the Nassau one, I think we can get more. But yeah, dailyvoice.com, and this is where you got to find your local news, because News12 doesn't cover local news. Because we got more here. Threats at a Long Island high school. Oh yeah, this happened in Comac. News12 barely covered this. Suffolk County Police were at there was somebody made threats to the Comac high school. All right. Yeah, there are a few more things in here. Oh, I see, because I click crime, so I get more stuff. Okay, and then you had this too, West Nile virus too. News 12 didn't cover that either. 6 mosquito samples test positive for West Nile virus. And plenty of mosquitoes on the South Shore, let me tell you. And it looks like it was Bay Shore, Cold Spring Harbor, Brentwood, Riverhead, and Bohemia. So, yeah, we've all been getting bitten up by mosquitoes. News 12 doesn't care about that, though. They're too busy talking about a missing preppy girl. That's all. So let's get to more stuff, because there's more. 3 more stories to talk about that News 12 hasn't covered. Man threatens to kill clerk at a Hamptons gas station. Oh my gosh, this is pretty bad. He became irate when she refused to give him a pack of cigarettes and threatened to kill her, and then reached into his backpack. A man threatened to kill a clerk at a Southampton gas station after she refused to give him a pack of cigarettes on Thursday. Maniga Hughes, 51, of North Carolina, what the hell is he doing here, was arrested and charged with third-degree menacing. According to police, the incident took place at 9 a.m. at the Sunoco gas station on County Road 39. The man spit at the clerk, threatened to kill her while reaching into his backpack. He then fled on a bicycle. A short time later, the Southampton Village Police were dispatched to a disturbance involving a man on a bicycle, matching the description of the person in the Sunoco incident. Southampton Town Police and Southampton Village Police responded and arrested Hughes, who was processed at police headquarters and brought to Southampton Town Justice Court for arraignment. The question is, was he let out, or was he probably let out? Probably let out because of bail reform. And we had this, too. All these things News 12 hasn't covered. You know, they should just call themselves Channel 12. Don't call themselves News 12, because they don't cover news anymore. Crash sparks power outages in Greenport. Many in the village were left without power after a truck crashed into a pole. Car crash in Greenport left many without power Thursday afternoon. According to Greenport Village Mayor George Hubbard, a truck crashed into an electrical pole on Silvermere Road, sparking the outages just after 3 p.m. A PSCG Long Island media representative said the crash involved the pole with electrical equipment. A service person was sent to Greenport and was expected to arrive within the hour. Once the damage is assessed, we will work safely and quickly as possible to repair the damage and restore power. Then this one, diseased deer dying in Suffolk. The DEC has received reports of 700 dead deer statewide. This is really concerning here. Again, where's News 12? Deer in Suffolk County are dying of episodic hemorrhagic disease, according to the New York State DEC. The EHD virus is typically a fatal disease for deer in that it's transmitted by biting midges, small insects sometimes called no-see-ums or punkies. The disease is not spread from deer to deer, and humans cannot be infected by deer bites or midges. Deer have also died of EHD virus in Columbia, Dutchess, Greene, Nassau, Oswego, and Ulster County. DEC is tracking suspected cases in Albany, Jefferson, Oneida, Orange, Putnam, Renalcier, can't pronounce that one, sorry, Rockland, Sullivan, and Westchester counties, as well as new reports of dead deer to track the spread and estimate the number of deer dying of the disease. And the DEC has reported 700 dead deer statewide. This was first confirmed in 2007, and then a larger outbreak occurred in the lower Hudson Valley in 2020. Once infected, deer usually die within 36 hours. EHD outbreaks are most common in the late summer and early fall when midges are abundant, although initial cases this year were detected in late July. Didn't even know we had midges here. Signs of the EHD virus include fever, hemorrhage in muscles or organs, and swelling of the head, neck, tongue, and lips. A deer infected with EHD may appear lame or dehydrated. Frequently infected deer will seek out water sources, and many die near those water sources. Dead deer are not a source of infection for other animals. EHD cases have been reported in New York since July, and the virus has had time to circulate. Because this is a virus News 12, of course, doesn't care about because it doesn't affect a certain demographic, I guess. But, yeah, this is serious. And, again, due to climate change, you have more things like midges and bugs out transmitting disease. But, again, News 12 doesn't want to talk about that. They'd rather talk about this. And that's all they talk about. And, 3 different stories on it. Because she's a preppy girl from Blue Point. It's all over. Because that's what they gear to. They gear to the South Shore. They gear to these preppy people. It's horrible. I hope she's found safe and sound. It doesn't look good. But, again, look at this. I mean, where's the crime? There is no crime here. They don't cover crime. Stop calling yourself a news station when you don't actually cover news. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.